This time of year, there is nothing quite like the taste of roasted fall veggies. I'm back here in the kitchen with Chef Sherry Swanson. Nice to have you back here.
Thank you.
So what's on the menu today?
So we're going to roast some butternut squash, and then we're going to make a beautiful autumn salad with
I love that. How do we get started?
Really simple. We're just going to put a little bit of olive oil on our butternut squash that we've cubed up.
Okay.
And one of my favorite things as well.
Little maple syrup.
That's right.
Now, is it a pain to cut up a squash, like a butternut squash?
You know, the cutting up of the squash isn't nearly as bad as the peeling of the
peeling,
squash.
I knew there was something complicated.
So if you have one of those peelers that has a serrated edge, so like the little teeth, that really helps a lot with that.
All right.
And I always make sure I cut it, the bulbous part off first,
Okay.
and then I can take the other part and stand it up, and it's much easier to peel.
Okay, good tip there.
And then, of course, just a little bit of salt and pepper. And then we're going to roast this in the oven at about 400, 425. Two things to remember: you want your oven nice and heated before you put your vegetables in.
Okay.
And then you want to spread out your vegetables so that they're not all piled in
the middle,
piled high, because then they'll steam. We want them to caramelize and turn brown and really delicious.
Okay.
And then we're going to make our vinaigrette. We're going to do a warm vinaigrette. We're going to use a little bit of apple cider.
Ooh, okay.
We have some shallots that I've sauteed a little bit in some olive oil. So in goes the apple cider. And then a little bit of apple cider vinegar.
Oh, great.
So we'll really ramp up that apple flavor. And then a little bit of cinnamon.
This is really fall dressing here.
It
I like
really is, all these fall flavors. And some red pepper flakes just to balance it out so it's not too sweet.
Okay.
And then one of my favorites as well is dried cherries. But you could also use dried cranberries, any fruit that you like. And all we're going to do is we're going to let that reduce down just a little bit and get nice and warm.
Okay.
And then we're going to toss it with our arugula. And it's going to...
I'm getting the smell of that.
That smells nice, doesn't
Great.
it? So here's our arugula. And then I have some pecans there.
Sure.
They're really delicious. I just put a little bit of maple syrup on those.
Do they
as
go
well.
in there?
You can put them right in there.
All right.
Yeah.
All of them?
Oh, why not?
Oh,
why not? We don't have any meat in this meal, so this is a lovely protein to add to it. So we also have our squash here that's already roasted. So you see all the little brown bits in there?
Oh, yeah. We want to get that, right? That's the sweet stuff?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that's delicious.
Sherry, how are things at Middlebury Consignment?
They're great. We just had a wonderful event for Working Lands Alliance last night and raised a lot of money with wine and local cheeses. So it was wonderful.
And then Joneses, what's going on over there?
It's almost pumpkin season.
It's true, right?
They're
I just saw a tweet from them.
In just a couple of days. So you can get wonderful butternut squash there, as well as acorn and dumpling. Try out some different squashes because they're all delicious.
Good. Sounds fun.
So our vinaigrette is nice and warm.
And you serve it warm, right? That's what we want to do?
Serve it warm, yep. So arugula is a nice hearty green. So what's going to happen is it's going to stand up to all of those warm flavors, and it's just going to wilt the greens just a little bit. And then you see
fabulous.
All of the oil, there was just a little bit of oil that we put on the squash to cook it, a little bit of oil for the shallots, and the rest was apple cider vinegar and apple cider.
Wow, that smells fantastic. And the best part about it, you're going to shave some cheese on it?
That's right. It's right over there. It's ready to go. So
do you put it right in, or is it a garnish?
I like to garnish it because I don't like it to melt. I like it to stay.
Okay.
If you'll hand me that plate right over there, we'll pile this all up in the middle, and then we'll put the cheese on top.
Oh, and what a lunch we have today, Sherry. Of course, the recipe will be over on WTNH.com. All you have to do is click on Style. Fantastic.
You won't miss the meat at all with a salad like this.
Now, is there a rhyme or reason to doing the cheese?
Oh, just put it all on there.
Just put it all on that. I like that. Oh, this is great. All right. Sherry, thanks so much for being here. As always, we'll see you soon.
Great.
All right, coming up next, we are going to talk to the folks from the Connecticut Historical Society. We're going to learn about their new exhibit after the break.